got the president. He can't stop us now. He can't stop us on the go place. We're in Boston at some parking garage. It is so high up, the supercharger, that we're gonna go down and up. On the way up, we'll talk about what I'm doing. On the way down, we're gonna have some fun. Welcome to Boston. Poop is charging up. Let's go. All right, so I could not believe when we got here how freaking far you had to go up this parking garage. It is free at least, I'll give them that. But it's gonna be a workout on the way up. I don't even know how many turns this. They don't tell you what floor we're on. Oh boy. I did not tighten my skates enough. We don't want to fall. Okay, so when you get to a parking garage with a supercharger, you're like, okay, I'm here. Except you're not here. I mean, I couldn't believe the number of turns, right? So we're on, does it say what level we're on? Does it say? Now, this supercharger in Boston is better than a couple of the other ones. One of them I went to that's on like the third lower floor of the garage. There's no reception at that one. And some guy definitely came to jack me or something. And I was watching and I jumped in the car real fast. He slowed down, he looked over, and then he like went and hid behind a wall and then went downstairs probably to go break into cars because there was no reason to be there. There's no reception. When I came up at that charger, I said, hey, because there's a gate guy kind of taking the cards. And I was like, hey man, I think I was just getting away from probably getting mugged downstairs. And he's like, well, call 911. I'm like, there's no reception down there. I'm like, the criminals must know there's no reception and people are charging for extended periods of time. So late at night, they're gonna roll down there and they're gonna take you out because there's nothing you can do. So that is super dangerous. I'll remember which one that is. It's the basement garage one. Yeah, I mean, you think you're here at this charger, you're not here at this charger. Let's go backwards. There's nobody coming. You think you're here, you're not here. They don't tell you how many, they don't put numbers on these floors because why? Why would you? Nobody's paying. And they don't want to tell you how far you're gonna have to drive up here. When I have to come down with no suspension, those speed bumps are gonna ruin me. As you can see, those speed bumps are like completely encompassing the entire area. This is gonna be fun coming up, isn't it? This speed bump I can miss. Anyway, so this charger, while it takes forever, you get an amazing view of the city. It's free. It just takes 25 minutes to get up 1,000,000 floors. What floor are we on? Hey, we might be here. We might be here almost. Let's cause more problems. Let's go the wrong way down a one-way. Okay. So there is a Stop and Shop. There are little T-stops just so that I have control. Even though this is kind of steep. Okay. All right. So there's a Starbucks. There's an Olive Garden. There's a bunch of stuff here. As you can see. Now, how high do we have to go up here? It's gonna take forever. Now here's what I'm gonna talk about for those that are still with the video. So this is for the diehards on supercharging life. Because this is gonna take me a while to get up. How many flights? I don't know. Felt like it was at least 5 stories, right? Let's do some crossovers. All right, so I am clearing a map. That's what we're doing here. This is a real life video game where there's a map of chargers. They keep changing and updating, and you have to go to them and you have to charge. And the guys that set up the site and compete are sticklers about the rules and are technical people, and you're not going to get anything by them. And so, I appreciate that. I applaud that. That's the way I wish everybody was. But because of that, I got 2 goals here. One is to get to all the chargers in the US. The other is to clear the map. I want to see the map cleared. And so what that means is that there are chargers that I go to that I can't fulfill all of the requirements to get a check-in, yet I want to clear it from the map because I'm going there. Today at Tightsboro is the next station I'm going to. That's going to be an example of what I'm doing. I'm going there. That station is currently temporarily closed. I don't know why. We're going to go there. Me and Poo Poo. We're going to go there and we're going to put a note up to ask someone to tell me when that thing's opening. I'll pay them. And then get an idea of what it looks like. Potentially, if it's open somehow, try to plug in, but that's a long shot. But we're going to check in when I get there, even though I'm not getting electrons. Now, that's not okay because it's not open and nobody else can do that and it doesn't count. So because of that, I figured penalties are the answer here because I want to clear the map because I've been there. Satisfies the requirement of me being there, even if I don't charge. Not my fault, it's temporarily closed. Now, checking in means it should not be a +1. And it sounds like it should be an eye for an eye situation. So every time you do that, where you check in, instead of having a +1, you get a -1. So you get docked one. So if I had 2,000 chargers, I go to Tightsboro, it says 2001. My true number is 1999, right? 1,999. So you gotta keep track of that manually or have some type of provisional, what do we call that? Electron-free check-in, which is a penalty. I will take a penalty to clear the map. So that's my proposal, is to do that. I mean, how many freaking floors, guys? Like, are you kidding? Like, this is like another mile of driving. Like, what the heck? It's not a mile, but it feels like it because you gotta go slow. Anyway, so I think penalties are the answer. Now, that's gonna probably hit pushback, but whatever. I'm gonna check into Tightsboro and I'm gonna do a video from there, and I'm gonna talk about finding out when it opens. And when it opens, I feel like I should be able to delete the check-in and go back. Or you could make a full-on penalty where you're never allowed to get a positive check-in at that station, but you'd be allowed to alleviate the -1 if you go check in for real when it opens. That seems like another way to handle that. We're getting super complicated for almost no reason, but hey, you gotta stick to the rules, I guess. So we'll see what happens at Tightsboro. We gotta push it. Morning workout. Yeah, feeling good. So that is Boston from the top of whatever charger this is. I do not know. Poo-poo enjoying the morning.